Hey, hey, what up, what up, what up? It's almost years in and Los Santos is iced out. Streets are whited out in slick snow and this puts traction at a premium. And most rides, straight up struggling. Last year, I skipped snow testing because, well, let's be real, snow exposes weak builds fast. Most rides don't perform at their peak once the snow hits, and if your car can't handle the snow, it's getting parked. But this year, we're switching it up. Instead of avoiding the snow, we're hunting for something that dominates it. A real snow beast. Now, I've been hearing nonstop chatter about one such vehicle being the go-to snowmobile, so today we're putting that hype to the test. AMJ Custom Garage style. No mercy, no excuses. Our ride for the day is the Declasse Draugur. The snow is here, the streets are slippery. Let's see if this ATV is built for the challenge ahead. This is AMJ Custom Garage. I'm your driver, AMJ. Let's get to it. Alright, here we are pulling up to the garage. Let's get to work on this. Alright, here we are in the garage. I actually had to look up what the Draugur was based on because I could not tell just by looking at it, but it is based on the Chevrolet off-road concept, also known as the Chevy Beast concept. And I'm not much of a GM guy, but this is actually a pretty sweet looking ride. I'd love to have seen this in real life. Alright, Abbott's already done, so the first thing we are moving to is the bumpers. And we've got a front bumper and rear bumper option. Stock is honestly... Stock is actually pretty cool. I'm just frustrated because I can't squeeze the entire ride in the picture so that I can see what it looks like. Oh, we're just changing down here. Okay, so we added tow hooks from the first option. No, we added a winch. Couldn't think of what it's called. I was gonna call it a grappling hook. Second is just in secondary color. Okay, different type of winch, different color. Different type of winch, and of course the different color. Different type of winch, and of course the different color. Well, now we've actually got something extra with the winch. They're calling it a shield bumper, and of course the secondary color. This looks like from earlier. Oh, but it's got the shield on it. Wow. Okay, alright. Stud bumper. Vintage stud bumper. Oddly enough, that's the bumper I like so far, and I think I will go with the stud bumper. Should I get it with the winch though? Well, you can't use it, so I'm just gonna go with the stud bumper. There's no point in paying the $400 extra for it. So moving on to the rear. Only 3 options. Oh, and one option is nothing, and then there's the shield and the rigid shield. Well, let's put the rigid on. Alright, doors. Do we get full doors, half doors, tube doors? Not a fan of the tube doors. Plus, I'd imagine you'd be able to get shot through that a lot easier. Okay, tube web doors. Well, there's no webbing. Shouldn't there be... Are they considering the webbing? Yeah, like this. Is this what they're considering webbing to be? You know, I'm honestly... I mean, I kind of like them. They're different. But again, I'd imagine that you could easily get shot through that. Although, truth be told, there is no glass on this. Oh, make me a liar. Okay, there's a half bit of windshield, but there is no door glass of any kind. So the easier getting shot through theory doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna stick with the stock doors. Engine exhaust with side pipes. All right. Is it on both sides? Have to double check. Kind of like the duals. All right. Performance exhaust. What's the difference? Oh, it's not shiny. Okay, moving forward from that. Oh, I do like the oval. That just fits better, I feel, than double or single barrel exhaust. Titanium. Is titanium even a thing anymore? Do people still rock titanium on their builds? I mean, I guess you have to have the right color on the ride to make titanium work, right? But I just feel that that was something from the early 2Ks. Still doubles. Oh, the full long exhaust. I think I want it inside. Oh, and even with the, they're calling it a bullhorn. Oh, I see now why it's bullhorns. That's actually kind of tight. You can't really see it from that. I'm gonna skip on that. Oh, so we're back to stock. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the oval. Moving to the grill. Well, that's not the grill. Alright, it's labeled under grill. I would think the grill would be higher up, sandwiched in between the red and the black strip. But I guess what do I know? Alright, this I thought was called the skid, yeah, a trail skid plate. I thought this was the skid plate. Alright, anyhow, I mean, so it's no push bar and then everything else has the push bar. So do you like circles or ovals? Those are your two options. Or do you like circles with ovals? Alright, performance skid plate, sure, why not? I guess more snow and dirt could get through the skid plate this way. I don't know. Moving on, the horn, I'm actually gonna change it. Because it's... Oh, I can't use the horn inside. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because I figured it was a car horn. Definitely going with the truck. No. Alright. Truck horn it is. Lights. I'm gonna actually use some xeons on this. Because I imagine once the high beams are on, that this is just gonna light up everything. It's gonna look like daytime outside. Livery. Well, I've got the Christmas color on now, and I was honestly thinking about painting this black. So I'm gonna come back to the livery. Respray is the next thing. Let's go with, oh, we can adjust the seats, eh? Stock seats. I mean, they look kind of cool as is. No, that looks uncomfortable as hell. So high back and low back, okay. Carbon seats, competition. Those look kind of comfy. Racing seats. We got the bolsters on them. And then they got the shoulder bolsters. Okay, so there are straps, the racing harness straps on the back. I think I like the stock seats. I think I'm going to go for the MK1 Rally seats. They look the most comfortable. Alright, skid plate, which I guess you can have a rear skid plate. I just thought we had already modded that under grill in the front. And again, I'm guessing it's holes and ovals. Yeah, holes and ovals. Okay. What did I do up front? I did big holes. Should I go with tiny holes or should I go with ovals? I think, I mean, I kind of actually I like the ovals. I like the trail skid in the back. What did I do up front? Performance, trail. Oh, I don't like trail. I don't like trail up front. Okay, so I did performance, which, okay, was going to be my number 2. No. I don't know what it was going to be, but alright, we'll go with performance. I kind of like it. No, we're going to go with street. We're going with street. Alright. Snorkel. Yes, please. Let's see here. Okay, we've got the trail snorkel and the ram snorkel. Who cares, right? No. Okay, I like the ram snorkel. Let's go with the ram snorkel. Ooh, there's a spoiler on this thing. Okay, primary spoiler. Kind of cool. Oh, secondary and carbon. So they're all the same place. Or carbon. Well, let's go with primary for now. Again, I don't know what color I'm going to paint this yet. So this being off-road, I would probably leave this. Well, let's see. What do we have? I would probably just leave this as stock, being an off-road vehicle. But because we're going to be doing a lot of street racing today, I think we don't need a lot of suspension travel. So let's just go with competition. That should get us lower to the ground. Oops, transmission's already done. Trunk. What can we do on the trunk? Oh, this is kind of tight. Oh, with the open radiator too. Is that a NOS canister? It sure is. Can we add NOS to this? I can't wait to see. Alright, so I kind of do like the rear tire, the two tires in the back, but there was the stunt cage. I do like the spare, the single spare. You got the gas cans added. Damn. Alright, I think I'm gonna go with the single. Nah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm going with the single spare. Alright, moving on. Turbo's already done. Wheels. So number one, tires. Putting on the bulletproof wheel type. So let's see here. They got off-road rims. Guess we're gonna be looking at the front tire. Oh, but you lose the text on all of them. What about on SUV? Oh, well, that's just a bad decision. So I think we're sticking with. Oh wait, no, there is. Is it under design? Oh, I can't pick it until I pick a wheel. Okay, so let's go to off-road, because I know you can get the lettering on the rims, on the tires, excuse me. So let's find, these are a pretty dope set of rims. Let's go back to tires, tire design. And it even changes the tire back. Okay, alright. Back in here, back to off-road. Let's see, I just want to double check since I kind of like those too. What was stock? Okay, stock's not bad, but I can paint these too. Those are the same rim without the bolt pattern. Oh, you lose the bolt pattern. I think I'm gonna go with the Dune Basher. I think that's an appropriate name for him. Then we're gonna go back into tires, tire design, custom tires, so I can get the original tire back with the text and the white walls. Okay, that's it. Wheels is last. So you can't use the NOS canister. Maybe that's something I gotta look up. Alright, back to respray so that we can put on a livery. I think I'm gonna go with the classic color. I mean, that looks actually kind of tight and gray. Midnight silver, excuse me. Let's see if we actually pick some. Wow, see, I knew this was gonna look dope in black. I knew it. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go with black for right now. Let's see what they've got on deliveries. That could be just what we need to add some color to this. I mean, with the stripes, alright. I'm feeling it. Tiger stripes, they're calling it white stripe. I'm feeling it. Ooh, surprise, surprise, it's blue stripe. The carbon stripes too. Racing, this looks like it's out of Tron. That looks like a fingerprint. Color vine. Oh, see, if I could get the GTO on top and then all the other text gone. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, okay. What is this? Hard stand racing? I like the color combo. I'm just not certain I like it on this. Geometric. Why do they have a light up there? Or at least why can the camera go this high? Hey, check this out. This is a great view, right? And that's it. So, okay, I did like this one, especially with the black. Oh, and it matches the shocks too. Okay, I'm sold on this. So we're leaving it with black. Okay. All right, everything's done. Let's take this outside for a review. All right, here we are, top of Mount Chiliad, the highest point in all of Los Santos. And I gotta say, this beast made it up here with no problems. I honestly am wondering if maybe I should start reviewing some trucks. I've never done it before. I'm more of a muscle and sports car type of guy, but I was highly impressed with how easy this climbed the mountain. I can see why people say that this is a snow beast. So, let's get down to it. This thing looks menacing. Fantastic design on it. I gotta really look up the GM vehicle that this is based on, but if it looks anything like this, they missed out as not putting this into production. This is a killer looking ride. I love the fact that we actually could keep the all-terrain tires, the stock tires, and put on some extra rims or some different rims. I was planning on painting the rims originally, but seeing as how I went with black, and then the Dune Bashers, I believe they're called, have got the black streaks, stripes, center section. I think it goes perfect. Yeah, I am loving this ride. This is definitely, I think this is probably going to be an all-time snow ride for me. All right. Let's open this thing up and let's take a look inside. Oh, it's a clamshell. It's a clamshell. That, I wasn't expecting that. That is awesome. Can I climb on top? Yes, I can. All right. All right, here we are. This is the only look we're going to be able to have of the jewelry box. That is a sweet looking engine. You can definitely see the intake manifold, the air intake in there. This is the best view I'm going to be able to get for you. But it's a clean looking ride. It's a clean looking engine. I have now fallen down. Can't see much of anything. Oh, it's actually got carbon fiber for the front valance. I think that's what that is. Not a valance, it's the cowl. It's the front cowl is actually made of carbon fiber, where there is no other fiber, I believe, on here, or at least that I put on here. So that is a nice touch. Okay, so that is a great looking jewelry box under there. There actually is a trunk that opens up. There's really not much to see. Obviously, it's exposed because of the fact that there is no trunk lid, even though I guess there is a trunk deck. And then, of course, the spare tire I went with the 2 gas cans behind it. Which leads us now to the seats, the interior. The doors are very Spartan. They're just the tube doors, the stock doors. There's not really much on them or to them. Love that side exhaust. That was a good pick, I think. That was a great pick. That's sweet. All right, let's climb inside and take a look. All right, here we are inside the cabin. Very interesting for the dash. Can't really see how fast it goes or the RPMs, how high. Oh, the RPMs go to 10, excuse me. You can't really see the speedometer. Bouncing off a 9, maybe 10. Oh, did you see actually on the right? I have no idea what gauge that is, but I don't know. Anyways, I love it. No radio. And unfortunately, because you can't look down, you can't see the NOS canister. I was really hoping to get a look at that. Great side view mirrors, the seats, so there is no back view whatsoever if you're being chased in first person. you can see above the spare tire, and that is about it. Other than that, oh, you can barely make out the windshield, because I guess they are separate pieces. That's a nice touch. It's bolted to the glass, I'm going to call it. Maybe it's plastic, and then strapped to the bars. I love it. This thing is going to become an all-time favorite. Paddle shifters. And then I'm guessing that's the e-brake, right? In the middle right there? I believe that is. Love that horn too. Oh. 160, probably 180, maybe 190 for the top speed. Yeah, I get used to it. It's alright. Okay. That's pretty much everything about this thing. It's very Spartan, and it's utilitarian in purpose and in design. Got the nice little sunshade up there. Let's take this thing down to the Los Santos Canal and see what it does for top speed run. Alright, with that done, let's get off to the canal. Yippee-ki-yay! Alright, here we are down in the canal. We are here for the Grease Lightning Run. What we're going to do here is we're going to take the Draugur and we're going to run it all the way through the canal, down to the far end where there is a set of barrels. There's some lefts, some rights. No ups, no downs. Very little trash. This is a flat surface. Once we get to the far end where the barrels are, that's going to be our finish line. We jump into the pool and we celebrate. Because there is no windshield on the Draugur, I feel that I need a little bit more protective eyewear. So I've got on my goggles. Alright, that being said, let's get to it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, mark. Alright, it's interesting start. I'm not... Whoa, I can feel this thing pick up though. I'm not certain if that is a quick start or a slow start for such a large off-road vehicle. This hauls us... I mean, I even brought it up going up the mountainside, up Chiliad. This hauls ass. This is a truck, this is an off-road vehicle, this is an ATV, and that was still a quick start. I'd like to see where this stacks up against some of the other vehicles. Impressed. This is quickly turning my head, grabbing my attention. Here are the double barrels, and across the line. You and me both, lady. Oh, I can tell that was quick. Let's get this down to the pier and let's get ready for the slalom. Alright, here we are back down at the pier and... oh, there are the lines. Alright, we are here for the slalom. Oh, hit that a little hard. We are down here for the slalom. What we're going to do is take the Draugur and we're going to slalom all the way up in between the poles to the far end of the parking lot. Once we get down there, we're going to spin it, slalom back through down to this side, flip it, power hard up on the right side, past those 5 cars, get to the far end again, spin it one last time, through the poles and across the line. Here we go. 3, 2, 1... mark. Oh, this is... wow, this is a little different. I don't know if it's the snow, I don't know if it's the Draugur. Oh, and I can't use the e-brake to spin it like I normally do. Is the agility this vehicle's kryptonite? Come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. Alright. Yeah, that was really ugly. And then it kicks back in super quick. giving this a terrible time, I imagine. Cross the line. All-wheel drive is no friend of the slalom, I can tell that. Alright, with that down, let's get up to Fort Z for the brake test. Alright, here we are, back down at Fort Z. It's good to be back. We are here for the brake test. This thing has got a very quick reverse. Try not to crush the light. There we go. I'm going to call that seated. Alright, what we're doing here is we are taking the Draugur and we're going to run it all the way down from this set of blue lights down to the far end of the other side of the runway where there is another set of blue lights. Those blue lights are going to indicate where we are going to hit the brakes. And once we do, I don't know how the brakes are going to work. They are mighty impressive. I thought this was going to be really hard to stop in the snow, but I can already tell that the brakes are fantastic on this, which is really weird because if I recall correctly, when we were modding the car, the brake bar down at the bottom was very low. I'll throw it up right now so that you can see, in case you weren't paying attention then, but I was a little worried about that, but this vehicle is just fantastic. Anyone who said that this was the perfect vehicle in the snow was not lying. I'm already hooked on this thing. I've only been driving it for about 2-3 days at this point. But here we go. Enough glazing. Let's get to it. Let's find out how it runs. So 3, 2, 1, mark. Nice dig out. Picks up speed. As I said in the Grease Lightning, picks up speed very quickly. I can't see any of the markings. I've never noticed the tile pattern before either. So I don't know where I am, but I can tell we are hauling cheeks. I did not bring it up when I was doing the review, but I love the tail lights on this thing. So impressive. And the headlight, oh, look at that high beam. Blue lights and stop. Look at that. Look at that. That, I believe, was the green dots that indicated the brake box. And it is just shy of being outside. I love this thing. Check out the high beam up on top. I love this thing. Alright. That's said and done. Let's get down to Rogers Salvage and Scrap and let's get to the cannonball run. Let's finish this off with a bang. Alright, here we are back down at Rogers Salvage and Scrap, and as you can see, I had to get out of the ride to find the line in the snow. I had to shoot up some lines, shoot up some holes. Whoa. Hold up. I didn't actually mean shooting lines. I meant I had to shoot the ground with my gun in the form of a line so that I could see where the starting line was. Yeah, I think that made sense. Whew. The shit you say. You're not paying attention to what the fuck you're saying. Hot damn. Don't do drugs, kids. So that I could figure out where to put the Draugur. We are taking the Draugur all the way down from the south side of town, all the way up the spine of the city. We're going to cut through downtown, right up to the north side before we get to the hill climb. Going to make it to the top of the hill, slide down on the backside, hit the follow through into Stab City. This is going to be very interesting to do, very interesting to see how we can do this in the snow. Alright, and traffic looks good, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, mark. Alright, bit of a difficult start, actually. I always call it a nice, easy start. I love that corner, but the Draugur, I've noticed, is very difficult to maneuver at slower speeds. Maybe it's because it's low power. Here we are coming into the little bit of the bumpy, the bunny hops, not a hill climb, but I guess it is bunny hops, into our first right-hand turn. That was tricky to do. Here we are coming up into our first left. Now we are going to hit the spine and go straight up the middle of downtown Los Santos, coming up on the ramps, passing up D's. Really heating up now. Past D's on the first ramp. Number 2. There's the second. Go, 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 go. But we're not going to clear the intersection, huh? Not with that. Oh, thread in the needle. Coming into Geico corner. Move, move. Up into the hill climb. Alright, I'm going to take some of these guys on the outside because the Draugur is an off-road vehicle. Coming up out of the hill climb, coming up to the top of the hill. Go, 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 go. There it is. Finally crested. Out of the danger zone, into the chicanes. You can see I tried to spin it with the handbrake and it just wobbled but did not flip out. Blind man's curve. Alright, I'm going to shut up for a second so we can hear the exhaust. Not bad, not bad. Normally that's a handbrake turn, but I could not, or I didn't dare attempt, I should say. But it's alright. Here we are on the follow through. So let's talk about, can you live with this vehicle? The answer to that is yes. It is very quick. As you can see, we are already at the refinery. I feel like we are hauling cheeks in this. The brakes, they're awesome. Utility, give or take, depending on what you're doing and where you're going with. It has really sold me. I don't think that this is a bad buy at all, and I think next year I'll be using this in the snow too. And cross the line! Hot damn, that was an epic run. Let's get back into town and let's wrap this review up. Time for final thoughts. Let's get one thing straight here. There is no hype around the Declasse Draugur. Hype implies exaggeration, and this machine is straight facts. From the savage, post-apocalyptic styling to the snow beast performance. The Draugur does exactly what it says on the tin. No gimmicks, no excuses, no mercy. This isn't just a concept truck pretending to be useful. It's fully functional, fully capable, and absolutely built to bully the snow. And it delivers on every promise. Yeah, there are quicker, cleaner whips cruising the streets. But what the Draugur lacks in doors, windows, and comfort, it more than makes up for by absolutely owning high-speed corners when Los Santos gets bleached. At lower speeds, sure, it feels like the big, heavy animal it is. Agility takes a hit, and you'll find yourself yanking the handbrake longer than what feels legal just to rotate it. But let's be real, that's the price of driving a tank in a blizzard. Which brings us to the real question. Is the Draugur actually this cracked? Or is the rest of the garage just straight broken when winter hits? I'll answer that later in the year when I run it back in the dry. But for right now, in the snow conditions, there's a gap, and the Draugur is on the right side of it. As for the value, epic. For 1.4 mil, a low to mid GTA price tag, you're buying one of the most dominant snow beasts in town. Full stop. No buyer's remorse, no second guessing. When everything else is sliding sideways, the Draugur delivers three key factors: grip, speed, and confidence. So yeah, it should come as no surprise that the Draugur earns a 5-star wanted level rating in the snow. No debate. And if you don't own a Declasse Draugur yet, that's not a preference. That's a mistake. Alright, now that's it, that's the end of the review. And if you stuck around this far into the vid, you know what's up. Massive thanks for watching. And if you're feeling it, if you can do some of those YouTube things of like, subscribe, leave a comment below so that we know you're rolling with us. All that jazz is greatly appreciated and it helps the channel. The new year is just a couple days away, so happy new year to you and to yours. In the meantime, I'm gonna go spin this lucky wheel. Try not to get a t-shirt, but until then, I'll catch you in the mean streets of Los Santos. Hell yeah!
Congratulations to our player at the Lucky Wheel, who just won a luxury car.
Later!